What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Bulletproof Mindset, where we bulletproof your mind through health, fitness and entertainment. Welcome to 2023. Me and Dale just have a little chit chat about things, and we went into 5 strategies that can help you stay on track and achieve your goals in the new year. So listen in and stay on track. Yeah, big alky bastard.
Hey, don't start. He's actually drinking a coffee today.
I know.
What's up? He's starting 2023.
Is a caffeine addict again.
So this is going to be a wee bit awkward because we're recording this a few days before New Year. So a couple of things you want to get into, but how has your Christmas and that been?
It's been quieter than ever, to be fair.
Was it? You said you were going to get mad, right?
I know. Nah. I'm not on the right. I need to see this year. It needs to be off steam ahead.
Aye.
Being rough and that is not the way to go to do that.
Nah, no. I actually wasn't in the mood for getting on it, but I cracked open one of the Gentleman Jack bottles and see in the morning I only had a wee slither left, and I was like, did I drink that much?
Aye.
But I wasn't like steaming. I had a good time. My brother stayed over.
I seen he's lifting weights.
He's like, I can't get there on our bench press. I was like, what have you ever done with dumbbells? He was like, I think I've done the 20s. So he went in and he grabbed the 30s, and I was like, I'll get the 50s, yeah, I'll do them. So I'd done the 50s, and then he had a shot of them. He brought them down and he was like, no. This was like straight after the dinner as well.
Aye.
And then what did I do? Boxing Day. My cousin came over, so FaceTime my cousin on Christmas night, and he was sitting himself because my dad and my stepmom went to his for dinner, and he was hosting. So everybody left at like 7, bless him, and then he was on his own. So we FaceTimed him, and my brother was like, why don't you come out to Dale's gym and get him training you and that? And he was like, I need to get my arse in gear, so I'm going to San Francisco, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'll get you out at mine then. So I trained him at 11:30 on Boxing Day up at the gym.
At night?
No,
during the day?
I the day after. So that was quite good. Went up to the gym, had a wee movement assessment with him. So I need to set his plan up. But
good.
It was good. But as I said, surprisingly, no too rough.
Good.
Ate an abundance of food.
Oh, same. See that amount of shite. See when I got up yesterday. What date is it today? 28th?
It's 28th.
Aye, so see when I got up yesterday. I didn't feel great.
Did you not?
No, my body wasn't enjoying how much. Did you see my breakfast?
Aye, that looked insane.
So
did you not see that thing that says waffles? We're living in a culture where people are having waffles for breakfast. That isn't a breakfast food, that's a dessert.
So I've
seen it on your plate.
2 black puddings, haggis, 3 bits of bacon, 2 square sausage, 4 scrambled eggs, 2 slices of toast, beans and waffles.
Perfect.
Honestly, see, after that I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
And
some watermelon.
Jelly makes the most amazing like caramel shortcake.
Oh,
it's honestly so good, and we had like half a tray left, and I've just been picking at that over the last couple of days. Like my bowels haven't been moving great.
No, that's what I was just about to say.
Jelly will kill me for this, but she's like, for the last 7 days, like I don't know what's up with me. Like it's just I don't feel like my tummy is no good.
Is that what she was saying?
Aye. Then I said to her yesterday, I was like, what did you have for breakfast yesterday? She's like, I had Weetabix. And I goes, then what? She's like, caramel shortcake. And I was like, then
I wonder.
Packet of crisps. And I goes, then a slice of pizza. I was like, no wonder. I was like, it's just because we're known that routine of cooking food and stuff like that.
My wee belly, man, honestly, I'm the same. Like,
Aye, and I'm sure that a lot of people can relate, but look, it's as we said before.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm actually surprisingly, because I was recording some workout exercises yesterday, and I felt good, felt strong, but I think that's just more fuel. I've not actually stepped in the scales to see what.
I've not trained, I won't lie.
I thought you trained. Do you not get in Christmas Eve?
I get Christmas Eve.
Did you go Christmas Day?
Nah.
I'll get there Christmas Day. I'm the personal trainer.
Nah. I was maybe going to go today, but I don't know if I have time because too busy making plans. But as I said this morning, as we've already spoke about, I woke up to some no fantastic news that my electricity bill has gone through the roof. So that's a good start to 2023 for me.
Somebody help him out.
Somebody just go fund me. Go fund me.
A link for a GoFundMe page.
Has anybody got a house to give me for free?
No, but your electricity bills went from
about 150 to 400.
Right.
In a couple of months.
And you stay in a bottom terrace flat or whatever you want to call it. 2 bedrooms. Is it 2 bedrooms?
Yeah.
And right, so what are you running in there? You get a greenhouse.
Genuinely one radiator and I cook food. Swear to God, that's it.
honestly, I think what's happened is your products came out of contract and they put you on a standard rate.
I hope you're right.
Aye.
I hope you're right.
But you should phone them up. You should get them on the phone to Lano, say who's our electricity provider. Phone them up and go and whatever. If he holds the account, no, I don't know how that works. I don't know why he does.
Fucking the idea, mate.
Well, yeah.
But it's all learning. It's all learning.
This is what being a big boy is.
This is what being a big boy is. They don't teach you this shit in school.
Fuck. I remember living at home and then I was like, nah, I need to get out of here. So I wasn't getting on with just a fucking adolescent teenager causing mayhem, and I was like, I need to get out of here. And I moved in with my mate and was in there. I was like, this is great. And you factor in your rent and then you hear you've got council tax. I'm like, oh, fuck, I wasn't expecting that.
No, you got water.
And then you hear you've got electricity. It's like, we had the electricity meter, so it was like, cool, that's just like top my up.
Aye, but that's dear as fuck as well.
But see, the stinger for me was fucking toilet roll and washing up. Like, I was like, £7? £7 to wash. I was like, for the wee pods to put in your washing machine.
That's what I still get them. But I'll go to Aldi's for them and they're only like $2.90 for a pack.
It's probably why you smell funny though.
Yeah, damn. You said that with such conviction. You never even looked away.
No, that was a stinger for me. I was like, man,
that shit's dear.
It's hard. It's tough being in the zone.
That's why I shop in Aldi's.
Aldi's and Asda usually.
It's tough. Like, I was on the phone and see after I came off the phone, I was like, do I cry or do I know? I'm starting my own business. I might need to move house at the same time. I'm like, oh no, man. Do you know what?
I'll make a wee bedroom in the back of that gym for you.
You hear people. I was like, actually, I could probably cry right now. Not that I was really that sad, but I'm like, if I cry, I maybe might feel better.
I tell you what, something that just reinforces that this isn't right. See the gym for that whole building. That guy, I think it was about £280 a month for Licky, and there was like lights and all that running. So you need to think about that for a sec. Like that's not right. To cook some chicken thighs and what kind of air fryer have you got? This 2 minutes. So bit mad, but I do feel for you, man.
You should
get in. I'm skint too. We'll put our coaching inquiry forms in here.
Honestly, we need it.
We need some clients.
That's what I might do. I might go, my Lecky bill's £400 this month. Please PT with me.
Just go, guys, I'm struggling. I need some help. Right, so if you're listening to this episode, or you are listening to this episode, if you're still tuned in, you would have set some goals for 2023. So you'll be thinking to yourself, right, this is the year that you're going to be a healthier version of you. It might be a career aspiration, or it might be just a general challenge. Some people might have the challenge of, I'm going to climb some more hills. I'm going to, I don't know, like, not have a £400 Lecky bill. Like,
mate, that's my fucking biggest goal.
I'm going to get my rent down. But no matter what your goal is,
are you going to climb some hills?
I'm going to climb some hills. So I would have climbed. Even I thought you liked doing that, no?
When the gyms when they open.
It's so good. It's so good. Honestly, I can't communicate like how good it is just getting outdoors and just getting away. This sounds so no, but getting away for like city life.
It's shown, right, to see like the trees and the greenness and the shapes actually reduce anxiety in the body.
It's just quiet time. It's just like,
that as well, but like it's genuinely people. Like see like leaves and like, grass actually does something to the body that calms it down. It's like the shape, everything, and the colours at the one time. Yeah, it actually calms you down.
So
because we're so used to looking at our phone, which is so intense, but nothing about the outdoors is intense. It's nice and calm and relaxed. As you say, it's quiet, but the actual what you're looking at is calm as well.
And the climbs as well. It's not as if you're on your phone. Like I maybe pull my phone out to
have a wee picture.
Take a wee picture or something like that. But that's the only time it comes out of pocket.
Oh, Gillian, I was up a hill today. Oh my God, look at me! I made it to the top.
I'm so much better than you. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. You're in bed. No, but I'm gonna definitely go do it. Get outdoors at least once a week with like a decent long climb like that. Said in the previous episode, I'm going to try and that 75-day hard. Yeah. And I was just off the phone with the council, and I've got my blue bin coming. That's what's got to be my cold plunge.
You got it coming?
It's coming in 3 weeks, so I'll need to I'll maybe not start that till like later in January. That is going to be one, I'll tell you right now, I don't want to fucking do. It's one that I know there's benefits there, but I just am like, I'll get other benefits through lifting weights and stuff that. But that leads nicely into the goal setting. So what's the percentage of people that start plan or have a goal for the new year but don't carry through. There's something like 85% people who start the gym in January
And fail
or don't follow through come February,
Yeah.
which is quite sad.
Yeah.
It is sad, and I know we've been poking fun at it the last couple of weeks with our social posts, like, oh, your January's got to be so busy in the gyms, blah blah blah. But there has to be a kind of level of respect. Everybody needs to start somewhere, and I think there's a part of that kind of feeds into these people who do show up to the gyms in January and then they just don't get a nice vibe for whatever gym that they go to, and they end up falling off, which that's kind of more sad than anything.
I mean, the worst time to join the gym is January.
I know.
It's the worst time to join. If you are brand new, it's like there's no worse time because it's busy. You can't get on the machines. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be anxious. You're going to have to change your workout plan that you've already got planned. So if you had a plan in place, it's the worst time to go do it.
Yeah, and I think it's probably. But this is why it's probably one of the busiest times for PT, because PT is probably the best way that if you are falling into that category where you're like, oh, I'm nervous, I don't know what workout plan to follow, or I can't go into this busy gym, being there with someone, whether it's a PT or a friend, helps you with that journey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 85% of people fall off come the end of February in their health and fitness journey. So let's say you woke up in New Year's Day, or you woke up in 2023 and you think to yourself, right, this is the year you're going to kill it. So what we wanted to share today was share 5...
That's what will be out New Year's Day.
Aye.
Oh,
so,
second.
Aye, whatever day. You're listening to this in 2023. It's a new year. It's a new you. You're feeling the vibe.
Oh, the motivation is high.
Motivation is high for whatever reason. It's just another day. It's just... We measure time and...
He's putting you down. It's just another day. Get on with it.
Just fucking shut up and go with it. But let's share 5 ways that 5 strategies that can help you stay on track to achieve your goals, no matter what they are.
Right. So number 1 is don't be a little bitch. Did you write this one?
No, I said don't be raw gym fit. Caffeine's hitting me the day. I'm on the ball. But no, number 1 is setting a specific, measurable goal. I think all too often one of the reasons people fall off their health and fitness journey is probably because they set a goal of, I want to look a certain way, and the truth is that isn't very measurable.
No.
Because as we said before, like, we've been in some in incredible shape in the past, yet at the times we've had thoughts in our head of, I don't look as good as what I think, and then you see that picture a couple of months down the line, you're like, fucking hell, I look the shit in that.
Well, as we said before, body image is not how you look, body image is how you feel. Like, it doesn't actually matter. Oh, it does obviously matter a wee bit, but it doesn't matter how amazing shape you're in. If you feel you're in good shape, you will look at yourself and go, I'm in good shape. If you don't feel good that day, you'll go, I don't really look that good.
Aye.
Even if you'd looked the same as yesterday. So as you say, it's not measurable because it goes off your eyes, and your eyes change. What's
some measurable aspects you would put on the looking good aspect instead of looking
your
good?
Actual measurements of your muscles?
I would definitely say shift your focus to getting stronger. Whatever lifts you're doing, pick a weight and then make sure the form is correct, but look to increase that weight.
I mean,
that's a couple of months.
That's what I would always say, form first for everybody, and then you look to increase the weights. If you're increasing the weights, you're getting stronger and you build muscle, as long as the form is the same. So if you do a plan for 4 weeks, make sure the form and the speed of the rep is the same as it was in week 4, and as long as you progress the weight, you've got better, or progress the many reps.
Perfect. Another one, obviously, people will look at weight on the scales. That is one to have alongside, maybe as a check-in point, but don't take it as the bread and butter.
No, because a lot of people don't have a regimented plan or what schedule of their day, so they are probably not eating or exactly the same time every day, or they're eating this and then that, so their water fluctuates from day to day. So if they're using the scales to measure themselves and they're not really fully understanding how their weight fluctuates, then they'll make changes to the plan that isn't really what it is, because they'll go, oh, I've lost weight. How have I lost weight? Well, you've just lost a wee bit of water because you've consumed a wee bit more.
And if you're gaining muscle and you're getting stronger, like, sometimes the scales kind of balance out. It'll go down a wee bit, it goes up a wee bit. So it's very hard to measure. But no matter what your goal is, having a specific measurable goal that you can say, point A, I'm here, by point B, I want to be here.
I think like the way we train is strength, mobility. You can go, I want to be more mobile to get deeper in my squat. I think that's a much better goal for people to have. Once they get more mobile in the squat, right, I'm going to increase my weight in the squat. After you get better squat mobility and then get better squat weight, you'll have a better body. You'll be able to lift more. You'll be stronger.
You'll be moving better.
If you exactly, you'll be moving better, and if your nutrition is on point, you will be losing the body fat. Absolutely. If that's your plan.
Yeah. Right, on to point 2 then. So you've got your specific measurable goal. The next part for you is to actually create a plan. Now, we spoke about this before. Let's not, like, you're fully motivated, you're all balls to the walls, and now you're thinking, oh, right, I'm going to lift 100 kilo deadlifts. You've never deadlifted before. Wee bit too out. Like, let's break that goal down. It can still be a goal to try and achieve. It can still be a goal to try and achieve, but break it down. If you've never deadlifted before, that seems, it might not be too out of reach, but it's like going, right, why don't you set the goal for this month, practicing your deadlift, getting good deadlift form, right, where is your weight at? Can you add 10 kilo to that weight? Can you add 15? That's how you break goals down, and that's how you can become more successful. It's all about these small wins. We spoke about the small wins before, like something simple as you might want to be a morning person, you might want to create a morning routine. So adding little things that can seem easy to do. Brush your teeth, like you brush your teeth every day. So, but by checking that thing off, you know what I mean. That helps build up confidence, helps build up assurance.
But it helps build that actual goal. Like your mind knows it's achieved a goal. If you, as soon as you tick something off, if you just say in your mind, right, I've done that. It's not the same as ticking off on a piece of paper.
It's not. We wrote a list down, like a mad long list of things that I wanted to get done. Not yesterday, but it's just things that I want to try and get done over the next couple of weeks. And we're ticking things off, and I'm going to the next. It's building that encouragement to like
keep going
with it
and keep achieving.
And some things I was doing, I was like, oh fuck, I didn't have that in the list. So it's like writing it down and then ticking it off, and I was like, oh, I still feel good that I've done all this. So things like that, like the power of that, just helps with that. Right, point 3 is finding accountability. Right, so this is a big one. It depends on what your goal is, who your accountability partner might be. Sometimes people will make a post on social media.
So what one of my friends does is he creates an Instagram and he posts every day on his Instagram saying, I've done this, and I don't know about this one.
It's a hard one because it's a fine line with social media, isn't it?
Yeah. Like you need to find accountability without it. You need to find accountability where it's not, that's the only reason why you're training. Do you know what I mean? So if you lose that accountability, you're never going to train, which is what my mate does. And that's the issue with that kind of accountability.
I think you can get tied up into the likes and that.
Exactly. You're getting responses of so many people. Oh, you're doing well. As soon as you don't get that gratification, you're like, right, what's the point? So
I'll tell you, I guarantee you, when I do this 75 hard, at the start, I was like, oh, I'll get a lot of engagement, but because it's so repetitive, like 2-3 weeks down the line, engagement, I will guarantee engagement will fall off. But that's why I know I've got, I'm already aware of that, so my mindset going into it, it's not about the engagement, even though there'll be daily posts in regards to it. But that's my way of going back, and that's my track record.
I'll tell you, that's why I got a work phone, right? For there's many reasons. That's a drug dealer phone, right? But there's many reasons, right? And one of them being is when I post on my Instagram, right, I'm not looking for likes, but if I'm on my personal phone, I'm doing other things on it, I can see I'm getting likes. I don't want to see that. I only want to post it for a specific reason for people to see, and then if there's any engagement, reply to the engagement. But right now I'm posting it on the same phone, I'm texting people like friends, family, or just other clients, but I'm also seeing at the same time, I'm seeing all the likes, and I don't know, you get that gratification, you're like, right, so the next time if you don't get that gratification, it does affect you. But if I just have this phone and go, right, I've posted it and that is it, and then I go back to it later on, and you don't get that same gratification, so you're not doing it for that specific reason.
You're disconnected.
So your accountability needs to have some sort of disconnection at the same time as you see a family member who you don't see that often, or you don't speak about it with that often. Maybe once in the morning, go, here, how did you get on yesterday? Right? So your accountability should only happen once or twice a day. Do you know what I mean? And not posting on social media and then getting gratification for hours on end. People messaging you back, people liking it. That's my theory theory on it when I've seen a few people do the accountability on Instagram, and I've seen them drop off the exact same way. Because as you say at the start of the challenge, everybody's like, right, keep going, you're doing amazing, and then as they keep posting, not many people are inclined to comment because it's just the same stuff. Because you know what it's like in the gym, you're just doing the same things over and over and over. Even if you feel better and better and better, which is good for you,
it brings you down because you don't see the engagement.
Exactly. Other people are going to go, well, you're doing well, but I'm not going to tell you anymore because I've told you.
Aye, and people are like, for example, look at your like to ratio, your like to views on your story ratio. Like, you might get a couple hundred likes, maybe 30, 40 likes, but if you look at your story, you'll have 200-300 people. So there's people that see you, people that follow you, people that you consider friends or whatever, and they're no liking your post. So like, it can be a bit, you can go, oh, what the fuck, like, so like, it's social media. It's a fine line, as we said. One other person to factor in here to help you with accountability, and probably one of the reasons why we have a job, is personal training. That's the biggest part of our job. We help with a workout plan, form checks, all that, but a big part is that accountability factor. So you're checking in with someone on a weekly basis.
I think the one thing that a lot of people that I've realised that came to me, they come to me because they go, you know what you're doing. Like, as we spoke about, no every PT does, and there's no route to being a PT that will teach you everything. Aye. But they've came to me and they go, they get that confidence instantly from what I tell them, because they go, you know what you're doing, and that accountability is unbeatable, in my opinion. In my opinion, if you don't know what you're doing and you go to a PT who you think knows what they're doing, you'll progress in ways that you wouldn't have thought. Because you go, right, if they know what they're doing, you won't even have any anxiety about what you're going to be doing. You're going to go, that is exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to do that exactly, and you will make progress much quicker.
And this is where, so this is it, this is geared towards a health and fitness goal. You might have a goal of achieving something within business.
It's the same.
And it's the same, it's finding a mentor that's kind of laying out, that's checking in. So that's why I joined that Young Entrepreneur Society. Might seem cheesy, might seem cliche, but that is a group of individuals that are all striving towards a similar goal. And it's like what we said, when like we're accountable for each other. That's why we do the podcast, why we post on social media, because it's like, I can't be bothered posting today. It's like, right, come on.
I'll be honest, see the day, and I realised that I'm forking out all this money for this, wee bit stressed. Like, I go, do I really want to do this podcast today? And the thing is, I do, but before I come in here,
like,
on the way up, there's too much, and because I've got accountability, you're here, I'm not going to go, no, we're not doing it, so I'm here, and you feel better instantly. It's
but
like,
this is a solo podcast, you might not have showed up.
Exactly, and that's the same we go to the gym. So many people go, I can't be bothered, got to do it, so I'm not going. But it's the same with anything in life. Everybody feels sometimes, I don't want to do that. But if they got that wee bit more accountability, they'll go and do it anyway.
Absolutely.
And that's no a weakness saying, I need somebody to keep me accountable. That's just what a lot of people do. A lot of these businessmen, they all have mentors saying, do this, do that, and they go, right, I'm going to follow that.
It's just somebody to check in. Even Pat, who's got the building, where the studio is, just knowing that he's there, and he's like, he's like, you should get some frosted glass for this so the kitchen's not exposed, blah blah blah. And I know he said that, so I'm like, before he comes to that place next time, I want to make sure that's done. So it just helps. It helps with ticking off those goals and being 100% more measurable. Right, number 4 then. Monitoring your progress. So this is finding a way to track and progress, to celebrate, to see how far along the journey you've came, celebrating the wins, celebrating accomplishments. And I think this is a hard one, because we just done a reflection episode where we reflected on the year, and it's not till you sit down you're like, fucking hell,
that's what I've done.
That was geez, like you said, you wrote out, you wanted to be more confident and hold conversation with people.
I know, it's crazy.
I
wrote that.
And that was only 12 months ago. So it's like, you've had times this year where you've been down because it's like, I'm not posting as much, or I'm just so overwhelmed with whatever it is. Yet you think you're a failure in a way. Maybe not those words, but you definitely feel like down.
I'm not doing well enough.
Aye, and then you go, oh wait, actually, I had a goal of that at the start of the year.
I've smashed it.
I absolutely smashed it at the park. So setting some sort of accountability track, and not accountability tracker. What would you call it?
I would say audit yourself.
Aye.
Have an audit of your goals. Another thing is, like, don't audit yourself too much.
I would say once a month. I would say reflection once every 4 weeks or something.
Once a month's fine.
What did you set out to achieve this month? And then reflect back on it. Is that a thunderstorm?
Is that your belly? I thought that was your belly.
I'm hungry.
Is it your belly?
No. I think it's something outside.
No, but audit yourself every month and go, am I achieving this? What could I do better? Know what I mean? Have a set list of questions. am I achieving my goals? Could I do better? What did I do well? Tell yourself what you done well. You know what I mean? You need to continuously tell yourself what you done well, because you need to praise yourself.
Absolutely.
You can't just say, I need to do better than this, and that's it.
Aye.
You need to go, I done this well, keep it going. Keep yourself going.
David Goggins' new book like smashes this, didn't he? Like,
have you listened to it?
I've not listened to it all. I'm only 45 minutes in, but I'm like, fucking, this is filled with some good stuff. So it leads nicely onto this other point, which he talks about really well. And there's always the phrase of staying motivated. Now, we've done a big thing on motivation, so this is where your motivation, discipline, and inspiration is the kind of fine line between them all.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're going to feel more motivated just now.
Yeah.
But 1 month down the line, this is where shit gets hard, because it's like, you're depending on how you set out your goals, you might not see a win from that.
Yeah.
You might not see, I'm behind my goal. So you might have set the goal of, let's take the 100 kilo deadlift.
Yeah.
And you're a month in, you're like, I'm only lifting 40 kilo. I'm fucking miles away from this. I'm never going to do this. So you then demotivate yourself in a way. But this is where the discipline comes into by, if you break that goal down a little bit smaller, you have smaller wins which help keep you inspired, help you keep you motivated, and sort of taking it from there.
Yeah. As you said, if you tick off small goals, you continuously want to tick off small goals, and then they lead to the big picture.
Aye, and then when you look back,
if you just have a big goal, then you're going to be unmotivated all the time because you're never going to hit it.
Aye. So you had a big goal of being confident in home conversations.
Yeah.
Did you break that down at all, or like how was it? Was it like,
to be honest, I never broke it down, but what I did break down was when I wanted to become a PT, what I wanted to do in PT. So I achieved what I wanted to do, but then I was like, obviously we're starting a new thing, so it's like completely flipped on its head. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is going to be different going forward. It's no different, but there's more things going into it.
Yeah.
And obviously I need to be more, like, see, like you send a wee video saying thanks for following me. I need to do things like that now. I need to go and train in a different gym. I need to have merchandise now. Whereas before I was like, I didn't need that stuff because I was in a gym where people knew me, they wanted to come at me anyway. And
there's a higher level of,
but I wasn't able to be my creative self, which is what I wanted to be, which brought me down. Do you know what I mean? So even although I was going to be able to get clients, I wasn't at the stage. So probably my goal setting has been a wee bit off, but my goal setting for this year is completely different. Do you know what I mean? So I will be writing in the next couple of days my goals for this year. That's
what I was literally just about to ask. So that wraps up five strategies to help you stay track to achieve your goal. So recapping on that, we've got setting a specific measurable goal. We want to create a plan. You want to find someone that can find your accountability, whether it's a friend or someone that you actually pay. You want to monitor your progress and then find a way to stay motivated, but more importantly, stay disciplined.
So I'll explain a client who is really motivated towards her goals in ways she never would have thought. So she came to me, our goal was to lose weight. I'm like, right, cool. I said, so I probably told this story anyway, right? But she was like, I'm on 1,400 calories. I was like, that's not enough. She was like, probably 5'10", 5'11". So she's on the taller side for a woman. I can't remember what weight she was, but she could have lost weight. But I said, I'm going to put you up to 1,600, I'm going to put you up to 1,800, I'm going to put you up to 2,000, I'm going to put you up to 2,200. Went in 2,400, and she was losing weight, and she was lifting weights, and she was getting stronger. And I was like, look, as I said before, she was 53 years old, and I was like, look, it's took you this long to get here. I was like, what is another year or so to reach that specific weight goal while getting stronger to get? I was like, it's no anything. It's this is a lifelong trip. Whether it's with me or on your own, you've got that time. You don't need to rush anything. So, and then she said to me the day, she was like, nah, look here. She was like, I think she's lost 1.5 stone. But she's got stronger and everything. I think she lifted 50 kilo in the deadlift for 8, right? And she couldn't deadlift a couple of months ago. But the whole point of that was, she said, she stopped her set and she went, like, I know in 2 years I'll have lost another 2 stone. I was like, exactly. Because she was like, I can't remember what she said. This is how I came on it. She was like, oh, I came in and done upper. I was like, what, you done upper before we go to the lower? And she's like, aye. I was like, why? And she's like, oh, because I'm trying to burn off the Christmas fat. And I was like, No. I was like, no, we're doing a second session and you're not going to be lifting the same amount of weights, so you're not going to have any progressive overload at all. The only thing you're going to be doing is moving, but you've already moved. I says, you could have went out a walk and done the same as we were going to get done in this session. I says, all you needed to do was come in, smash a session and go a walk. I says, there's no need to rush anything. There was no need to rush. And she's like, I know in 2 years' time. She's like, I know in 2 years' time I'm gonna lose the 2 stone. I said, so see if you know. I said, why rush that with 1 day? Why rush the next time? There's no need to rush. I says there is times like Christmas that you're going to have a step back. I say that to her. I said, but seeing anything you do you take a step back and then go forward again? Aye. You always take steps back. Like right now with that bill, for me that's a step back, and I'm looking at life and I'm going, I need to do this a wee bit differently. But I know in 6 months' time I'll have took many steps forward from that.
Aye.
And once you realise that you're going to take steps back, then you don't get demotivated by the steps back.
No, I know. And see, every single person that's probably came through PT, and you can usually see the pain in their eyes a wee bit, because I know you've got a similar style to mine. Like somebody comes to you and you're like, I want to lose this weight by this date, and you're like,
nah,
look, there's ways to do it. I'm not the trainer to help you that, because I can just put you on a treadmill, I can cut your calories, you will lose the weight, but it's not going to be sustainable. I'm all about longevity and
you won't,
sustainability.
They don't look good either.
No, I know you just become you might be a fat individual, and then you become a skinnier fat individual because
exactly.
you're not building foundations or building muscles in the right place. But you can usually see it when you communicate that, and you can see it in their face. No, they're like, you've got a point there. So you've had 7 years of bad behaviour, and then you want this done in 3 months.
Yeah.
Can you see the disconnect here?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. So, but that doesn't mean that you can't achieve some great things in those 3 months. It's just shifting the goal a little bit.
It's just shifting the mindset.
But we always want things today.
Everybody does. Well, I do as well. I'm so fucking
studio.
I'm so fucking impatient, mate.
It's a hard thing.
It is a problem. But as soon as you when I explained that to her, and she's made mistakes along the way, like doing lower before upper, and then when I explained that to her, she's like, so upper. She's done upper then lower. But I explained to her why she shouldn't do that and why it's made her this way, and she admitted at the end of the session she couldn't do the weight she could do. I was like, so you've not really made any progress, all you've done is move. I says, but they see the next time, I was like, it's not a loss because you've learned the lesson.
Aye. No.
Do you know what I mean?
So there you have it then, first episode of 2023. What's our goal for the podcast this year?
Goal for the podcast? Just consistency only.
5 episodes a week. We will dominate the fitness space.
Consistent, I would say, for the podcast, consistency only. What do you think?
Oh no, that's it.
That is it.
I genuinely.
And how hard does that sound? And that's all you need to say to anybody else. What's your goal for the gym? Consistency only.
I know, and I make a joke saying 5 episodes a week, but if we had that goal, if we actually sat down and said, right, we need to make sure we're getting X amount of episodes before the end of the year, that would have stressed us out.
Oh, aye.
But would we break it down? It's like, right, what can we do a week? So it's like, can we meet up once a week to record an episode?
Yeah.
Aye, and then we sat down. It's like, here do you think we could do just 2 episodes every time we sit down? Aye, cool. Aye. And then how consistent have we been for the last
easy peasy
3 months?
So
it would be good to continue to dominate the fitness space.
This
is Scotland's first and only fitness podcast episode you should be listening to.
What you got, mate, consistency is the key. Like when I was smashing the gym and I was doing really, really well, I was just consistent. And I looked at myself and go, fuck. But in that time, like when you were doing bodybuilding, in that time I knew I was getting stronger. But I never really properly looked at myself because I was quite depleted a lot. You know what I mean? When you're being consistent, you will find depletion.
You'll find ways you always find ways to try and self-sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got an element of that in them, no matter what it is they do. It's like you say, so like,
mate, I'm the king. I'm the fucking king. I am the king of self-sabotage.
But that's the thing, like, people are telling you you're killing it, you're smashing it, and then you go home and look in the mirror like,
nah,
they're all fucking liars. They're just trying to throw you off your game, and you're like, look at you.
Mate, how many people go, oh, this person told me that, but I don't believe them. You're like, fucking just take it. I mean, it's hard. I think a compliment's hard.
I know.
So take compliments in 2023. If somebody says you're doing well in the gym, they mean it. Nobody's going to lie about that.
Aye,
no one's going to lie.
Right, let's wrap it up there. So before we finish up here, if you are small, weak, then you
like Dale. Come to me for PT. I know.
I was just going to say that's exactly what I was going to say. You've actually just stole it out, bro. Let's just wrap it up there.
Dirty master.
No, but hopefully you've enjoyed the first episode of 2023. We have some future banger episodes as always. Hopefully next time that we upload, we should be getting into the new studio come January. That should be something that's going to be pretty exciting, which will mean more content, more juicy, funny, stupid stuff. Stress-free
content.
Oh, aye, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just going to be. It's going to be because we enjoy
creative content to the max.
So yeah, as always, remember the podcast episode, the Instagram channel has changed, so it's just our personal Instagrams. So you can find me at Coach Crosser.
You can find me at Raw Gym Fit.
See you guys soon.
Have a nice one.